Few souls are chosen to share so closely in the suffering of Christ. And among them was the humble Italian mystic Filomena Carnevali, lovingly known as Mea. Hidden from the world but known to heaven, she would carry the wounds of Jesus, endure fierce spiritual battles, and offer her life for the salvation of sinners and the holiness of priests. Filomena Carnevali was born in San Vincenzo, Italy, on April 11, 1929. Raised in a poor and humble family, she was only able to attend school until the 2nd grade. As a little girl, she spent her days helping her mother tend to the family's few sheep and work in the fields. She remained in a quiet village until she was 22 years old. Then, on October 8, 1951, she left behind the only life she had ever known and moved to Rome in search of work. In 1953, Mea returned home for a short time. Later that same year, in hospital of Santo she traveled back to Rome to undergo heart surgery. It was there that she met Father Angelo, the priest who would lovingly guide her spiritual life during the next 2 years. Not long after, she was struck by a mysterious illness that no doctor could fully explain. Although the surgery had been successful and she initially recovered, her health soon worsened after returning to San Vincenzo, forcing her back into the hospital. It was during this time that extraordinary events began to unfold. She received visions of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Immaculate Virgin Mary, and the sacred stigmata began to appear on her body. The wounds appeared on her hands, her feet, her side, and even on her right shoulder. Mea had very little education and spoke mainly in a local dialect. Yet during her ecstasies, while speaking with Jesus, the Blessed Virgin Mary, and Saint John, she spoke in Sanskrit, Latin, and Greek, languages she had never studied. God had chosen her to become a victim soul, offering her sufferings in reparation for sinners and for the sanctification of priests throughout the world. Like Saint Padre Pio, Mea was misunderstood by many. Some thought she had lost her mind, while others believed she was pretending. But she never argued or tried to defend herself. With deep humility, she simply said, "I know these wounds were opened by God. Let others believe what they want." She embraced the cross with love, offering every pain in union with Christ for the forgiveness of sins. She also endured terrifying attacks from the devil, who often left her with painful physical injuries. Just days before her death, the evil one appeared to her, dragged her from her bedroom into the bathroom, beat her cruelly, and mocked her while announcing that her earthly journey was almost over. The Lord filled Mea with many spiritual gifts and made her a living witness of His mercy. Through her sacrifices, she prayed for the conversion of sinners and the holiness of priests. United to the Passion of Christ, she helped lead many souls back to God, brought peace to broken families, and obtained countless spiritual and physical graces for those who turned to her prayers. Even Saint Padre Pio spoke highly of Mea. On one occasion, an elderly woman traveled to him seeking prayers and guidance. Padre Pio gently replied, "Why did you come all the way here? You could have stopped earlier and gone to Filomena Carnevali in San Vincenzo Valle Revido. She also has the stigmata." News of Mea's extraordinary life soon spread across Italy, and reports of miracles began to come from many places. Yet she continued to live in poverty, hidden from the world, misunderstood, rejected, and united to the suffering of Christ. On March 17, 1959, Mea entered her eternal reward, alone and abandoned by nearly everyone except her beloved crucified Lord, with whom she had faithfully shared the sufferings of His passion. May her heroic witness remind us that even the greatest suffering, when offered with love, becomes a path to holiness and a light of hope for the world. Filomena Carnevali, pray for us.